my word, I'm a madman, don't you know? I'm doing another video. Why? Because I'm bombarding YouTube with sortie after sortie of volley of video till it submits. I'm gonna kind of change directions here a little bit. I've really been beating up on the Democrats badly because I think they deserve it. But a little philosophy for you. I like a challenge. I think that everybody should appreciate a good challenge. Communicating is challenging. Communicating properly, challenging, you know. But I'm the type of person that can be misunderstood. I like to engage with people. I like adult topic matter. I like to engage with other people. And I like to kind of, as best I can, weigh them in the scales, you know, and see kind of what they're made of. Now, I've been doing this my whole life. Sometimes I got myself into situations with people that were kind of hard to get out of because I would pursue the engagement and looked forward to the challenge that came from what it was, right? Now, you take me. Now, I can hang with people. I can hang in there, you know? And I think that due to politics, small-minded stuff, that can get in the way, right? To where it's only going to become more now. You know, I want more engagement with society, right? I've been sidelined. And I'm tired of it. Now, that I can understand why they could be perceived as a threat, you know. I want a seat in the government. I want a seat where I can see and hear what's going on. I want to be a little closer to the action, you know. I'm the kind of guy who would love to get into an ideological struggle with a heavy hitter, you know, from the left, because I think we need that, you know. Honesty is very important to me. I'm honest. I know myself pretty well, and I'm honest about who I am. And I can be very clear, okay, with what my intention is, and you won't have to second guess it. You all right, bud? Well, this is just the beginning. For me, you know, that's the way I see it. Because also, I'm slightly mad, slightly crazy. I have that kind of Joker from the Batman, trickster kind of side to me that I try to suppress because it's evil. But this is just the beginning. I think there's a lot of people looking at this election on the Trump side thinking like, this is the end. This, it's over. I can't breathe, right? And that is not a reference to that damn guy. But you can take it that way if you want. Okay, so this is the beginning. I want more, is what I'm saying. Could you imagine do you know how boring and stale politics and government is? Can you imagine the kind of entertainment possibilities that are there? I mean, you're on C-SPAN constantly. You get it's ripe for getting like super famous through the government, but for all the right reasons, you know. So I'm considering it. I'm considering, first of all, starting locally, going to my city hall. I've never seen it. I've never been there. I've been to court, but okay, so go to city hall locally, investigate, look around. Who's there? Where are they? What do they do? Create questions, get answers. Start locally. Create. Okay, this is my plan, because I'm freeballing it with you guys. Go to my local city hall, investigate, find out who's who and where they are. Adopt a big issue. Adopt like a huge issue that is more than a local problem, okay? And like aim for like a state level kind of I need an answer from somebody at least at the state level. I can't do it locally. And work through that, because you better believe I don't have anything to do. And I got to get on this because I think it's time. I'm sitting here thinking like the rhetoric, you got to fight, fight. And when I hear that, I'm thinking like, okay, brutality, fisticuffs, bloody nose, crying eyes, thunk, right? That hurt, okay. Bam. It's like, no, calm down. We're not doing it that way. How do you fight? Go to your city hall, push some bullshit paperwork. You watch. I'm coming. And I'm going to have a hell of a good time doing it. Part of the trickster thing is that you present something as serious, and then you gloss it over with the opposite. Idi Amin was famous for that. It's a psychopathic tendency to where you present something as deadly serious, but then something very heavy that's weighed down, and then it becomes a feather and flies up, and it's the opposite of what it is. You can do it the other way, and you got to be careful, because when a trickster comes at you happy, but there's an underlying problem that hasn't been solved, that the trickster wants solved, comes at you happy and gets too close, he's going to flip. And he's going to become too serious for you and weighty. And that's when it's like, oh, okay, he's doing the Joker thing again. And I'm going to use the same selfish tactics. I want my face on TV. I think I can do a better job than Chuck Schumer can of looking good and bullshitting, okay? And it'll be good for everybody. Because that's how I do it. I start off real hard. It's like when I get on a website where I'm going to talk to people, I get like my base, most extreme positions out there. And that's my starting point. A lot of people say, oh man, don't do that because nobody will like you. Not interested in that. Okay. I love myself. Me and myself and my dog. Okay. But, so I think that's the right way to do it. Get all the heavy, get it out there first and lay it down. So everybody's like, oh, that's where you're coming from. And it's like, yeah. And now it's only going to get lighter. Okay. Because that's as heavy as it gets. So, I also propose exhibition fights in, because this political thing's gotten so crazy. In the ring, exhibition fights, boxing matches. No UFC stuff. Kickboxing, okay. But no full guarding mounting. To where people could bang it out with their political opponents in a safe environment. I'd do it. I'd love to take on somebody from Black Lives Matter, because I love fighting. I've always liked it. I'm the underdog. But let me be brutally honest here. In my fighting, I have noticed, and this is not a compliment, it's just an observation, that fighting black guys were the hardest opponents, and they put up the hardest fight for the longest, and it was hard. It's hard to win unless the person's just uncoordinated. But so I suggest we do that, and I can be the Great White Hope, and they can be Jack Johnson, and we can do this. Why not? Because you know what I think, honestly? I think it's better than shooting each other. Okay. And I think it might rub off on people. Quit smoking, I will. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my local city hall with a proposal for exhibition boxing matches between political organizations. Like, I'm going to form my own kind of bullshit political action committee, and I'm going to represent. It's only me in it, but I'm not going to tell anybody that it's just me. And push this exhibition match. And if there's anybody, I'm going to have to contact BLM too. Be like, hey, I'm the whitest wasp you might ever meet. Do you want to do like an exhibition boxing match with me? Just to see who's tougher in this town? Okay. Please say yes. I think it'd be great. You get a chance to knock me out. I'm full of good ideas.